It knows you've seen it. And like to feel like, how smart are spiders? Like, how is their mind connected to ours? How do they feel our awareness of them?
Because
like,
they are the selfish self. That's why they're scared, nervous, and mind. So that's why they know what they have to do.
Wow. Well, it just makes me think we're all connected. I keep having those thoughts, you know.
Okay, thank you for more.
They can see you.
Yeah, they have lots of eyes, but sometimes you're in a room and it's walking along and it freezes when you look at it. You don't even move.
Okay, so we can talk more today afternoon, evening. So now we go to the teaching first. So one, please, can you waking up the chant the supplication to Tara?
Đơn chư ba cơn lý cha tư so rằng chỉ cờ in bờ mà khi bờ sẽ nhung mong tên Ma khoar chim bi sen la yong ha mi cho chi cha te so chi nyang ni chen la ma chi ba他年此个剧场里，任他年被遗忘了，永远的歌拉米家的手。都bergawa sen hong ni bom per xia wang in bi yong la yong zhen bi la mi cha te so zhen rong xiong ni me yi hi la ni si zhen bi wa cha ji觉得是将中巴南，特尼美吉拉米加德索，用的歌多拉尼西加。见真真但真么稀比，其实多拉蒙巴拉，用根前接拉 mi chapter so Chinja nam ke chan ye chen tham chen de ta ye me chi a don lo mi gang zu la yong zuo san ji jie jia de so.
Thank you. So now we go to the opening prayer. Oh, Mother Sentient Beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and damnation. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and save the way, establish them in the state of answer path, perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. Oh, Mother Sentient Beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and damnation. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and safely away establish them in the state of answer path, perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. The Lord don't worry, better, no bar si bege, Tarba dan dam jen jen be, bar de ju bar se pai dam je je to se be, manam ga dan yan be, sem jen dam je de wai dan be, dongar dan jar nyor de la na me ba, yang da bar zo be san jo rum bo je da bar sa. Those unto are achieving enlightenment, perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. Unto death, perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. From now until this time tomorrow, perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the Kanduru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of the Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sangha. We take refuge in all the noble Ragas and darkness and the Dharma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind, the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings giving birth to Bodhicitta, and apply myself to complete each stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent. I take refuge unto enlightenment reach by the merit of Janaras and other good deeds. May I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Show Mantala. Page 10a. The ground is sprinkling with the scented water and stirred with the flowers. It is adorned with the meadow, the spring mountain, the four continents, and the sun and the moon. As the Buddha fear, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fear. To the Lamas who possess the Tirikayas, I offer the altar in the sacred offerings. With my body, with and that is whisper. Please grant me the supreme realization enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through postations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate Om Guru Renamendra Labanda Manga Samandra Savaren Samaya Hom. I call refuge, O knowing of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 worlds. You are the victor, Vajradhara, with adored. I bow at the feet of Father Jigtin Songo. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of mine. Please turn the way of Dharma, of the two words and their combination according to the disposition and likewise the mental capacity of a sentient beings. 33, 32, long press to Manjushri. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of the clouds of the two worlds, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has compassion for beings who suffer from the darkness of ignorance in the presence of samsara, as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the chant of karma through the 60 branches of Haramani as speech. He wears the wisdom sword to cut the saddling of suffering and to dispel the darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplishing the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate to you, Manjushri, adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel the darkness of my ignorance. Om Arapatanade, Om Arapatanade, Om Arapatanade, Om Arapatanade, Om Arapatanade, Om Arapatanade. Om Wange Shoremo, 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 Om Wange Shoremo. You who are the perfect youthful body, who is firm of wisdom blesses, and dispel the darkness of worldly ignorance, I posted before you and praise you, Manjushri. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. Check your screen is some people not yet mute. Please mute. So, how is the selflessness of a personal meditation? Everyone did a good job? I think so. So we didn't find the self, right? No self there. Self is not exist. So that's good thing we recognize. Beginning last time until no, we didn't recognize self is not exist. That's why we are stuck in samsara. So no, we can easily liberate because we recognize the self is not exist. So we don't have stuck in samsara, yeah? Okay, so today, continue teaching, stage of meditation, waking the mind. So introduction, main body, conclusion. So we finish introduction. We are in the main body of text. We finish the how to meditate on 4 thoughts that turn the mind. And then also we finish how to meditate on love. We finish how to meditate on compassion. We finish how to meditate on bodhicitta. So we finished how to meditate on shamatha. So not finish means just teaching is finished, but not ready practice finish. Yeah. So you have to know that. Actually, until Buddhahood, we never finished. Long as we have emotions, we never finished. Long as we have a self, then no finish. So we have to practice this all the time, using every day. Today we are chapter 6, so how to meditate on Vipassana. Then Vipassana has two different sections. So Vipassana analytical or discursive meditation, and or non-conceptual meditation or rest in the mind. We have the two different sections in Vipassana. Then first, analytical or discursive meditation also has two subcategories. Meditating on the selflessness of a person and meditating on the selflessness of phenomena. So yesterday we already discussed meditating on the selflessness of the person. So we recognize person and self is not exist or is delusion. So today we are going into the second, the page 62. Second section is for the selflessness of phenomena meditation. Selflessness of a person, selflessness of phenomena, actually very similar, but little bit different ways of looking. Looking to yourself, recognize yourself is no existence, it's called selflessness of person. Looking to the object or this phenomena, you recognize all this phenomena is not exist, or this phenomena is just temporary, like kind of like not inherently exist. When you recognize that, that is called selflessness of phenomena. Just both are actually recognize, not exist. Whatever with subject, object, both are not exist. Meditate in this way. So this selflessness of phenomena, meditating in this way, phenomena refers to the outer phenomena and to the inner subject mind. Phenomena is actually more bigger picture. The self is like one part of that. Actually, phenomena is included, actually self is included already in the phenomena. But why we put separate? The reason is self is like actually based on or in this suffering come from. So that's why we take out the part of the specifically where is the emotion come from, where is the problem come from. So we take out specific. So that is called self and the person. So then we meditate the selflessness of a person, and you recognize that you can liberate, but not Buddhahood. So who can meditate, who has realization, selflessness of a phenomena, then that person is a liberation to the Buddhahood. It's a little bit different. The selflessness of a person liberate from samsara. Selflessness of a phenomena, then enlightened to the Buddhahood, who has realized. So that's the reason, and make separate two sections. Actually, selflessness of phenomena has already included the selflessness of a person. Someone who has realized selflessness of a phenomena, then that person already has selflessness of a personal meditation too. There's the realization too. Then who has a selflessness of a person realized, but they don't have selflessness of phenomena realization, because selflessness phenomena is more bigger picture. So selflessness of a person is an example, one state. Selflessness of phenomena is whole country. So like that. Okay, so where you stay is that state is like same as the selflessness of a person. So whole your country is called selflessness of phenomena. That actually your state also belong to the country. So it's part of that. So like that. When we pay tax, so we have to pay tax to our state, and then we have to pay tax for the federal government country, right? So like that. And selflessness of a person is under the selflessness of phenomena. So first we are stuck in the selflessness of a person because we are stuck in our state, and then we are stuck with our country, like that. We are stuck these two phenomena: selflessness of a person and the selflessness of is a phenomena. So we are free from these two levels. Make sense or no? Yeah, so you have to know like that way, then you recognize. Otherwise, sometimes people make confused. Why is the selflessness of person is a suppressed, then selflessness of phenomena? Actually, selflessness of person is under the selflessness of phenomena. Selflessness of phenomena is a more bigger view. Phenomena refer to outer phenomena and to the inner subject mind. So this, and during the Buddha time, the example, two different level disciples, someone only want to liberate, so scared in samsara, so nervous, scared in samsara, they're seeking liberation. Then the Buddha give meditation, selflessness of a person, because you want to liberate, right? And you don't thinking about any other than that. So then you just meditate, recognize self is not exist. Then your emotions die there. So then you can liberate to the arhat level. And so that meditation is called selflessness of person. Then another more courageous person, like not only own self-liberation, thinking about also benefit others, more bigger picture, more bigger view. So then they meditate selflessness phenomena, understanding everything is emptiness. So then that meditation take to the Buddhahood, not stuck in the arhat level. So we're talking about the Buddhahood, arhat level, two different. There is liberation, two levels liberation. How to get there? Then, of course, there's a method and a view. So method is like who has bodhicitta. So that is a method. Who has view, like meditation or the phenomena, recognize everything is emptiness. So that two, wisdom and that method comes together, take to the Buddhahood. So without method bodhicitta, without like selflessness of phenomena meditation, then only someone wanting to liberate, that person can get into arhat level. So because different, like method and wisdom levels to get to the Buddhahood and arhat level, two different state, the liberation place. So here now, right now, we're going into yesterday more bigger than that. So phenomena means like everything. Phenomena refer to the outer phenomena and to the inner subject mind. So that means the subject, object both. So we have to recognize subject, object both not exist. Sometimes we think our mind is exists, but object phenomena is not existed, but that's also incorrect too. Subject, object, both are not exist. So then that person has realized like selflessness of phenomena. Actually, logically, if subject, object is not exist, how can exist the subject? Because not possible. Subject, object is dependent to each other, related to each other. If no object there, you cannot have a subject. So subject, object means like dependent, father and the son. Without a father, cannot have a son. Without a son, cannot have a father. So usually we think our minds exist. We have a Buddha nature, our minds exist. But then we say, oh, everything is like delusion, all phenomena is not exist. So that's the first step you're thinking is okay, not too bad, one step. But then this teaching is going to more deeper level than that, more deeper. It's really going into the absolute truth. Then you have to recognize the subject mind also not exist, because the same is object. That means so it is the grasping and the fixation to a subject, object, duality of inner subject and world out there that is known as the self of phenomena. So what means phenomena? So phenomena means our subject mind, object, like whatever appear to in the mind, that is object. So our subject mind is a duality of inner subject and worldly out there that is known as the self of phenomena. Mind is a duality, deluded. So they appear to the object. Then they have a subject, then they have object. So that is called actually phenomena, self of phenomena. That is known as the self of phenomena. So what is that problem, self of phenomena? Self of phenomena bring the dualistic thought. Then dualistics become more strong. Your fixation to the object. Your mind's fixation to the object, then attach to that, attachment arise. Long as your mind is attached to the object, then we are stuck there, we are suffering. So the all actually suffering is it come from the dualistic thought. Dualistics become more strong and strong, then our mind is attached to the object. So now we have that, our mind is strongly attached to object. Why our minds attached to the object? Because we don't have meditated this selflessness of phenomena. We don't recognize this subject object is not exist. So we think it's a subject object both are exist, inherently exist. So that's the reason mind is become dualistic to the object. Then we are attachment to the object, fixation to the object. As long as we have attachment and fixation to the object, then we are stuck in samsara. We cannot liberate. So that's the reason when we meditate, recognize your mind, subject, and the object all is not exist. Realize that, then release the fixation, release attachment. So then we are liberate. So you don't have to go away our subject, object, but one day your mind is like not attached to the object, no fixation to the object. Then your mind is free from grasping, free from fixation, free from attachment. So then that time actually your mind also liberating means like, no stuck anything, no attachment, no desire. So mind is like no object, then subject also liberating. Then that mind is also emptiness, actually no exist. Okay, so that's the reason here, actually very hard part, no easy. This section is like, we go to Sheda course, takes years, debating, discussion, you know, all the time. Actually, that time, like every day, 10 years, like 15 years, people study and investigating, debating, contemplating this section. So take time. But here, I told you yesterday, I bring here in this stage of meditation, so very short information, but essence main point. Just not really talking about more details, like all the logics, everything. Everything that falls into the sphere of self-nature of phenomena is, according to atomic truth, nothing outside of or apart from mind. So then, in the relative truly, we have a subject, we have an object. So that is in the relative truly, but relative truth is not really exist. That is our delusion. Then, so we look very carefully and more using intellectual, going into the absolute truth. So then everything that falls into the sphere of self-nature of phenomena is according to atomic truth, nothing outside of apart from mind. So you see, everything is from our mind. Same is like dream. When you're sleeping, you have a dream. So you can have a dream like many different kind. Even you sleep in the like very small bed, you sleep there, but you can have a dream. You can fly in the sky. You can jump into the ocean. You can take the plane and you can drive the car. You have gathering with so many people together. So you have all these dreams. Then that all this dream is actually where it's come from. Who projected that? It's your mind projected that. The object is not exist, because how can we have all this object in your bedroom? Your bedroom is very small. How can be there has airplanes? How can be they have auctions? How can they have all this gathering people? Everyone is there. See, that means like object is not exist. But then where does it come from? It's your mind projected, or this dream is your mind projected. Okay, so that's the reason. The first step, everything is this phenomena is arise from our mind. We can say that that is the first step. Okay, so that's the reason here. Nothing outside of or apart from mind. Everything is our mind. This can be shown when you try to disconstruct any phenomena down to the subtlest atomic level. So then, why this object is not exist? The reason is object is like you investigate. You investigate, you cannot find any part of particle, exist permanently there. Because you think about it, we talk about the table. Where is the table? You use the absolute truth logic. Then where is the table? You look to that's like 4 legs. Take out these legs, no table. Take off the top, bottom, no table. Where is the table? So then you think about the lake. Table has 4 legs, okay? Take about 1 leg. So where is the leg? The leg is like you which part, upper part or lower part or middle part. So then also you investigate the middle part. Where is the middle part? Like you cannot find anything like really exists there. Just we put the label in the table is relatively whatever effort we say that, but and actually table is not really exist there. Then same is the car. The car is, where is you calling the car? Is 4 wheels or tires, like these tires, or engine or body, or where is it you calling the car? You cannot find any place located the car. So that means the car is not exist. Then also like look to ourselves, like people calling you your names, like where's you? Is like you think about like your head, your hands, or your legs. You cannot find yourself. So then we talk about the house. Where is the house? The stone is a house, or the wood is a house, or which is a house? You cannot find a house if you take out all these part or particles. So then go to more subtle level. Then all the dividing, everything is part of particles. Slowly, no anything exists there. It's always like disappear in the sky. Nothing is existed there permanently, inherently there. So that's why it's called compound of phenomena. All this comes together, compound of phenomena, but not really inherently exist there. So then we say, okay, all this part of particles comes together, we call the house. So that's also our delusion. So someone like break down all this house, put in everything there. No one called the house. Everything is junk. But then everything is there. Why you don't call the house? You say like, oh, everything comes together, we call house. But actually, someone break down the house, put in there together. No one called the house. Everyone says it's junk. So same thing, car. So many part of bodies comes together is we call car. But we think, oh, all comes together, we call car. But someone, break the car, everything part of pieces, then they put all together, leave it there. No one called the car, but that means like comes together, everything is not a car there, not a house there. That logic also not incorrect. So then that way you have to recognize all this phenomena is like object is not exist. Right now we're talking about this object. So object is first is like actually come from our mind. Secondly, the object is not exist, really inherently not exist there, permanently not exist. Then why is it there? This is a delusion. So this is interdependent arise. Interdependently arising is emptiness because it's no source. So no really exists anything there. Okay, so that's where you have to understanding emptiness means no nothingness. Seeing form is empty, emptiness is form, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness is no other than form. Same as right now, I can see you, you can see me, you can hear from me, so you can listening, but actually it's emptiness. How I can be in your home there? Not possible, right? But I'm able to you can hear, you can see, that is emptiness. So your seeing me is empty, empty is seeing form is emptiness, emptiness is form, form is emptiness, emptiness is no form, form is no other than emptiness. Then what you're hearing the song, also emptiness, emptiness is a song, song is no other than emptiness, emptiness is no other than song. So then like that way, all this song, the taste, smell, all senses of five object is emptiness. No exist permanently there. Phenomena drawn to the subtlest autonomic level. Each time you deconstruct it into parts, when you examine the subtlest level of phenomena to find in inherent essence, you can never find any essential nature. See, you cannot find any essential nature. That means that is not exist. So, if something exists, then you have to find. When you take down, take over all part of particles, still you have to find like table. Okay, this is a table, essence of a table, or this is the essence of the house. This is the essence of the car. So you have to, you need to find something, but you cannot find anything because no any essence there. You can never find any essential nature. From time without beginning, however, though forms and such are not truly rare. So from the without beginning, actually these forms like no exist, like without beginning, beginning already no exist. However, though forms and such are not truly rare, we have grasped into them as though they were. There are forms and other phenomena only appear as if in a dream. So now, for us, these forms are rare for us. The reason is because our mind is grasping to the object, grasped onto them. That's the reason as though they were for us. They're like exist like for us. There are forms and other phenomena only appear as if in a dream, like then, or it's like appear to us like same as a dream. To childlike beings, childlike beings means this is not referred to like a kid. This child is like all the sentient beings because who don't have wisdom, who has ignorance. So then that is a child. To childlike beings, mind itself is appearing as forms and the like as if they were outside of mind. So then we have ignorance. That's the reason we have delusion. And then we have fixation to the object. We have attached to the object. Then this all forms for us is exist, separate from the mind, outside of the mind. We think it exists. So see, we have this problem, actually not really exist, but we have this problem. That's the reason we see the exist. No, someone say don't not exist. You cannot accept. Because the reason is we are child of mind, means like ignorance. We have deluded. Then this forms appear to us. We are fixation attached to object. So no, this all form is like separate from our mind, exist for us. Then someone said this is not exist. You cannot easily accept. Not easy to accept that. Then how you can accept? Then you just open mind, and someone who telling you this is not exist. So you have to listening and the make sense or not. You have to use your knowledge because it's all followed by the logic, investigating these forms phenomena exist or not. So now we have to recognize like this using the logic, investigate, no exist. But then why is this? This is we said delusion, no exist, but appear to for us until our mind is deluded. So in reality, however, forms and the like are not anything other than mind projection. So reality, all these forms is come from mind. The same as the dream. I just talked to you dream. So where is the moon, sometimes the reflection in the water, so many moons in the each water has, right? Where is this moon is come from? Moons come from rare moon from in the sky. So that moon is a reflection to the in the water. Same like that, this all object is appear to our mind. And like are not anything other than mind's projection. Examining in this way, forms and everything else are unreal. So then we recognize that these forms are not rare, because like moon is a reflection in the water, that moon is not rare. That moon is actually not exist there. That moon is just a reflection. So also you go to like some water and your form is into the water. You go to the mirror, your form is in the mirror. No, you come into the zone, your form is in the zone. So that's all is reflections. That's are not rare. That's all not rare. And so examining this way, forms and everything else are not unrare. And since mind is not separate from this, it also is unrare. So then, form also not rare, since mind is not separate from this. So mind also then not separate from the form. It also is unrare. The mind also not rare, because mind also not exist there too. So mind is exist, object is not exist. You cannot like that kind of way have, because object is not exist, then subject also not exist there too. So yours like no son, then no father there too. You know, we say son is no exist, father is exist, but we put logic, investigate, son is no exist, proving. But then still how you can thinking about the father is exist, because son is no exist, then father also no exist too. So that's the reason mind is not separate from this. It also is unreal. Forms and the like appear as many different things. So the form and the like appear as many different things. The form is appear to many different kind of things for us. Yet they are essentially not one entity, nor are there many entities. This forms is no one entity essence there. So many entities. So if not exist one, how can exist many? That's also not possible. If you don't have $1 bill, how you can have $100 bills? Think about that. You know, logically, you cannot have. If no one exists, then how can you exist many there? If you don't have $1, how you can have $100? If you don't have one, how can you have three? So whatever we investigating these things, no exist one, then how can you have many? This house is no exist one, so then how you can have many houses? So like that way, you have to know, essentially not one entity, nor are there many entities. This logic is usually, and Shinta Rakshita, he used this logic, only he used this logic, talk about 1 meter where Maya Minka is teaching the book, it's called Umaji. So come from Shinta Rakshita, he wrote the root text, and then there's many commentaries, but Mapam Rinpoche has one commentary, it's very beautiful, it's long, all the details. So Shinta Rakshita use only this logic, investigate everything is approving emptiness. Then Nagarjuna, usually he use logic is interdependent. Nagarjuna said, no exist everything. The reason is everything is interdependent. Interdependent is emptiness. Emptiness is interdependent. Interdependent is not exist. So that is Nagarjuna's logic. And this is the Shindarakshita's logic. If you don't find one entities, then how you can find many entities there? Since mind is not separate from our outside or form and the leg, mind too. So since mind is not separate from our outside of entity, nor it is manifold. Then this object outside is no exist. So then same thing, this in essence is not as mind too, in essence is not a singular entity. So mind also didn't have one singular entity, nor it is manifold. So then how can have many too? Mind also no one exist. How can have many too? So mind is like actually subject follow the object. So object is one, then you have one mind. Object has many, then you mind also like many, because my mind can pick up like one by one, you know, individual, each person. So my mind, so how many people here? So my mind also comes like that, subject too. Then one, this object is no one entity, then subject mind also cannot be have one entity too, because its mind is dependent on the object. So that's the reason here is the nor is it is manifold. In this way, when we use wisdom, it to look deeply into the essential nature of mind. So no more investigation into our mind. In its autonomic nature, mind cannot be found internally, nor can it be found externally. So if you use the logic and the investigation, wisdom looking into your mind, so then you cannot find mind. See, here is in its auto. Okay, in this way, when we use wisdom to look deeply into the essential nature of mind, you really look to your mind, looking like absolute truthly. In its autonomic nature, mind cannot be found. So we're not talking about relatively your subject object is not exist. Here is see, autonomic nature. Mind cannot be found. So you look really into your mind, you cannot find. But if you don't look, you don't use your wisdom to look deeply into your mind, then you have your mind. But you use your logic and wisdom, look into your own mind, you cannot find your mind. So you cannot find your mind is correct, or you find your mind is correct. Which is the truth. So you didn't find mind is correct because you look using wisdom logically into your mind, you cannot find it. That is the truth, not the delusion. You not really looking to yourself and say, I have mind. That is not truth. But that kind of minds exist. Then you really look into your mind nature, not exist. Look deeply into the essential nature of mind. In its autonomic nature of mind cannot be found internally. You cannot find internally inside your body, nor can it be found externally. You cannot find any external phenomena object your mind you cannot find externally. It cannot be pinpointed anywhere else either. So you cannot pinpoint your mind any place. There also is no past mind, no present mind, and no future mind that can be pinpointed. So you really look into your mind, no past mind, no future mind, no present. When you look to your mind, when you meditate, mind is not exist there. So that is the reason no exist in the present, no exist past, no exist future. So actually, past, of course, past is not exist. Future is not exist. Then we think we have a present, but actually present also not exist. That's a Nagarjuna use another logic in the middle way. Root takes the most important logic is Nagarjuna uses like no exist present. So right now we think we have exist present. So that is a really gross level present, gross level. You really look into subtle level present. No any exist the subtle level present. Either or past or future, somewhere there, but not really present there. Even I'm talking, already talked or not going to talking. Past or future, like not really talking there. So when we say we eat, but already eat or not present there. You know, when you food is into your mouth, it's go to really subtle level. You know, you have to think about the second, moment to moment, the second, very subtle level. You cannot find the present there, either past or future. Then either past and future, then past future is no exist. Then no present there too. So then why we are here is we are here is always the same is like just TV show. Dreaming, delusion, you know, marriages, I think like called marriages, like actually not really exist there. So some all this condition comes appear to there, but no conditions is gone. So no, right now we can gathering here, appear to hear together each other. We can see each other, you can hear, we can talk each other. So why we are here together? Because it's emptiness. All these source comes together, we are able to hear. But where is the source really? Investigate one by one. No any source there. Who is able to there? No one able to there. So that means emptiness. Make sense or no? So you really know it's investigating, starting like Buddhist philosophy. Most important actually essence of the Buddha's teaching. So we have to know the view. Usually we talk about no drawer. You have to know what means no drawer. Sometimes you read like arm bone. What means arm bone? You really have to know what means arm bone. Arm bone is like same is like we are gathering in this Zoom meeting together. It's no bone there, but we are able to hear. Then when we finish, it goes separate. No die, but it goes separate. No, actually, we can say we born here together. We become we separate. We die together, like that kind, you know. But actually, no one born, no one die. So, like that is like you know, I'm born means not permanently, inherently born. Deludedly born, yes, and then how to say the you know kind of a not really existently permanently born. We are like permanently gathering together. Impermanently we are gathering together. Permanently we cannot gathering together. So that kind of so many logics. And the two things, when you use logic and the phenomena object is use logic is like take out part of particles. This object is like when you use logic part of particles, then you see the object is not exist there. When you investigate your mind, have to follow by 3 times: the past, present, and the future. So you recognize past is not exist, future is not exist. Then going into really subtle level present, that also not exist. We don't have a present there. So that present is really subtle level. So we're talking about example 1 year. Where is the 1 year? No 1 year there. It's followed by month. 12 months comes together is called one year. So actually year is not exist. Then okay, say 12 months. Okay, how can you have 12 months? Then you say, okay, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months is 12 months. It's one come into the 1 month. Then 1 month, how many days needed? 30 days. Then we say 1 day is exist. How can it exist? The day is already 30. Then day also no exist, like 24 hours. Come to the hours, 24 hours. Okay, 1 day is no exist because it's 24 hours. Where is 1? No 1 there. It's 24. Then think about hour. Where is hour exist? Hour is no exist there because it's 60 minutes. It's not six. It's 60, not hour one there. Then go to the 1 minute. Okay, say you say 1 minute exists. Where is 1 minute? So how many seconds there? 60 seconds, right? See, it's not 1 there. It's 60. Then 1 second has how many? Another more subtle level than that. See, no exist 1 minute there. Then second is no exist. So you go down like that. Then no any present there. So usually we think, okay, this present, this 2020 is present. Where is 2020 is present? 2020 is not present. It's like 12 months. No 1 present there. Then 12 months is go down 1 month. 1 month also no exist. Then comes down 1 day. 1 day also no exist. Then comes down to 1 hour. Hour is no exist. Come down to the minutes. Minutes is no exist. Come down to the second. Second is no exist. Go to more subtle level. Then you cannot find anything. Nothing is exist present there. So you recognize that, then you really see yourself is really deluding. It's so amazing we are exist like this. So really we can see we are same is like television people. So it's there but not really exist, like actually you cannot be yourself is yesterday because yesterday is already gone. If you are the same person yesterday, then you already gone, no more there. Even you cannot be same as this morning person. If this morning person is exist, then you pause there this morning, your times cannot change. So that morning is person is right now is not same person. Then you log to like more subtle level. 1 second before your right now is different, not same person. Our mind stream is kind of the same, but actually the not really exist there. One. So same is like you go to the water streams. So you go today, you see water. Tomorrow you go to see water. You think same water, but it's actually not same water. Streaming is the same, but water is already gone. Cannot be there. So when you watch the movie, so movie is going, one by one going, but then that means like past is going. future is coming there. If there exists, the movie is like paused. You cannot coming, show again the future. You cannot finish your movie. Actually, you cannot begin it, but you cannot finish. So like that way, you have to know emptiness means like not really anything is exist there, but we are here. So many conditions comes, we are able to hear. Same is the today so many conditions comes, we are able to in the screen here. See each other. So they all come together here because of so many conditions. This all conditions exist, no exist. Okay, so now it cannot be pinpointed anywhere else either. There also is no past mind, no present mind, and no future mind that can be pinpointed. In its arisings, mind does not come from anywhere. Actually, mind does not come from anywhere. In its cessations, mind does not go anywhere. No cessation, no beat presently there. Mind is not go anywhere, no come from anywhere. So that means no past, no present, no future. When look for mind, there is nothing to be located, nothing to show, no form to it at all. No form body, nothing physical there. So this is a part is like usually required to meditate before the Mahamudra meditation. Called looking the mind, where it come from, where it goes, where it's located, where it's present. So all this called song and draw song ta means like you look to that and meditating. Some people does like monthly, looking to checking the mind, where it come from, where it's going, where it's located, Then you really recognize your mind is not existed. Then introduce Mahamudra is very easy. Then you recognize, oh yeah, its mind not exist. Some teachers require to do this meditation before giving Mahamudra teaching. So I think it's Rechongpa, it's Milarepa's disciple. So he's the taking care of animals, and so Milarepa always, of course, stay in the remote area. It means like he's just usually stay in the retreat and outside there's no one people lives. Then hunters go to the hunt, they can see him. Sometimes like who taking care of the animals, the usually in Tibetan tradition, the young boys, the young girls have to follow the animals. Parents is always stay home. So they can see Milarepa because they go on top in the mountains taking care of the animals. So I think it's Rechongpa. I don't remember exactly the person. It could be he. So he's a young boy and he went to in the mountains taking care of animal, and then he sit under the rock with Milarepa, so meditate, and he has so strong devotion, and asked him to help to give a teaching, and he want to follow him. So then Milarepa told him, meditate first, look to yourself, find your mind first, then come back to, and then I can give you teaching. So Rechongpa, he went back to and meditate, looking his mind. So a couple of days he come back. What he said, this is young boy, he said, it's something is in there, but I really cannot cope, cannot hold, cannot cope, and goes everywhere, never stay one place. So easily going somewhere, easily lost. So also he can he can recognize where it's going sometimes, but easily lost. So kind of like fish, you know, fish like so easily, like your hand can be jumping loose, right? Like that kind of way. He's explaining from Malarepa. He says something in there. He says something in there. It's red color. It's red, and usually we use like leather, you know, leather, right? Leather. So like he kind of like he pointed like that, the leather and the red color. So it goes everywhere. Cannot hold that. So he said he recognized like that there. So Malarepa said, you did a great job. So then I asked him to do, I think, log to self. Where's R and self? So then he come back, he didn't find the self. And so then Malarepa, I think, told him, why you are here? Who is here? You know, why you are here? He said, I want teaching, right? That is a self. I. So the temporarily we have a self, is a self. But then really log into that, not really exist. Reality not exist. So then Malarepa anyway taking care of the disabled, and the Rechompa is like Malarepa's sun, same as the sun is a Gambopa, same as the moon is Rechompa. So he has two disabled, like Malarepa being with many monthly years with this Rechompa together. So then lots of stories Malarepa teaching with him. You know, he is kind of a little bit funny guy. Rechompa is. Sometimes he's a bumpy person, you know, he don't want to listening. So, but Malarepa, he always taking with him this Rechompa together. So Malarepa give him first, ask him to look this way, you know, meditate. So this is before the Mahamudra meditation, the Dzogchen teaching Mahamudra, like before the teachers give like ask students to do these things like monthly, you know, meditate, looking to mind, where is located, where is coming, where is going. So that don't really, that didn't found, no exist, then you give Mahamudra teaching, it's easy. The philosophy, Buddhist philosophy, like Mayaminka tradition, we don't ask to look to where is located your mind, where is exist, like, you know, analyze, meditate, but all is use logic and investigate, proving no exist. Proving no exist. Okay, in its arising, mind does not come from anywhere. It is essential, mind does not go anywhere. When look for mind, there is nothing to be located, nothing to show, no form to it at all. Just look directly into the true essence of this mind, this vividly present awareness. So no going into more going into the you know, nature state, nature mind. So you don't see the dualistic mind. No, you don't see the dualistic mind. So you don't see the dualistic mind. Dualistic mind is no existence. No, you going into the non-dualistic nature mind. Just look directly into the true essence of this mind, this vividly present awareness. So when you look to your mind, it's vividly presently there, but that is also emptiness. So that means no exist. But it is there means present awareness. What exactly it is that is there? It is body or it is mind. If there is a mind, if a mind exists, there must be something there, right? So this all ask question yourself when you meditate. What is it like? Does it have a form or shape or color and such? So that's say meditators meditate log to mind. The mind has a color, shape or not, exist or not. where it's going, where it's located. So there in your body, does it reside or it is stay inside the body or not? It is outside or stay in the outside of the body, inside or in between or inside or outside between of the body somewhere else. Your mind is located. Mind's beginning, beginning, middle, or end cannot be seen. So your mind, no beginning, no middle, no end. So that is like similar. Is here is you know, where it's come from. It is where is cessations, where is the mind goes where, you know, like just we talked like different words, but main point is very similar. Where is mind is beginning, middle, or end cannot be seen, cannot be identified. So thus, when you are investigating with wisdom, and you do not see any rare essential nature of all phenomena, do not get caught up in the conceptualization of this not seeing by thinking. Is form permanent or impermanent? Then you look to your wisdom investigating, and you do not see any rare essential nature of all phenomena. Then we don't see the object is also not rare, subject is not rare. Do not get caught up in the conceptualization of this not seeing by thinking. Then we don't see this exist, or this object. You cannot say it is like, you know, it's permanent and impermanent. Seeing by thinking is form permanent or impermanent. It is empty or not empty. It is defied or undefied, and so forth. So actually, no permanent then cannot be impermanent. No impermanent cannot be permanent. So actually, that nature is not exist. Didn't defied, then how can we have undefied? So that is really talking about absolute true reality. So you think about the sun is clouded. No, we say, oh, sun is free from clouds. Oh, no, sun is clouded. But actually, sun is never clouded. Sun is never free from clouded. Same thing, like our natural mind is not exist. How can be defied? How can be undefied? And so forth. Avoid conceptualization of feelings, perceptions, and the rest as well. Then we already investigated like form is no exist. Same thing, feeling is no exist. Perception is no exist. And the rest as well is like taste, smell, you know, the all is no exist. Senses of far object is no exist. Like that, use your wisdom to deconstruct. Like that, use your wisdom to deconstruct whatever the object of the investigation. When the yogin or yogini comes to the point in which no essential nature of the object can be apprehended in the autonomic nature, that is the time to enter into non-conceptual samadhi. So now you already investigate. You really recognize nothing is exist. The subject is no exist. The object is no exist. So that time, then yogi and yoginis means like ready to, we are into meditate into the natural state, resting mind, non-conceptual samadhi, enter into non-conceptual samadhi. So meditation means non-conceptual samadhi. Why we have to stay non-conceptual? That is reality. conceptual thought is a delusion. Conceptual is no exist. Already use logic, investigate. Conceptual thought is no real, no exist. So meditation means we have to stay into the non-conceptual. That is reality. So now you see why we have to stay non-conceptual. Why is that? It's nature because it's reality. We are always deluded. Conceptual thoughts. We're always in the conceptual thoughts. So then you think what you're doing is right. Of course, it's right in the delusionally right, but that is no reality. That is a delusion. And now when we're going to meditate, non-conceptual samadhi, it's like 100%. We have to change the right know what we thinking in the thoughts. Not only change some part of that, because we are staying in the conceptual thoughts. Meditation means non-conceptual. So where we get, you have to know right now, like think about whatever we thought, ask questions, thinking is always is conceptual. Meditation is non-conceptual. That is reality. So we are into the natural reality. Release all this dualistic. See, this reality is essence of nature. All sentient beings can be in this state, nature, because right now all these beings deluded. So we have to wake up. Waking up state is non-conceptual. So that's the reason we have to meditate non-conceptual samadhi. After you have used your wisdom and intellect to look deeply into the true essential nature of any object of focus, such as a form and so forth, then you enter into meditative stability. So then we use this logic and investigating. We see this everything is no exist. Understanding clearly, then into meditate, enter into meditative stability. If you don't have like study this selflessness of a person, selflessness of phenomena, whatever you meditate is actually you don't recognize why we're doing this. Why is that? It's truth. So now you investigate, self is no exist. Person, self is no exist. So then we have to realize selflessness of a person. So this all phenomena, subject, object is no exist. So that's the reason we have to meditate selflessness of a phenomena. And selflessness of phenomena, selflessness of a person, that is reality, truth. That is the nature of phenomena. The nature is emptiness. After you use your wisdom and intellect to look deeply into true essential nature of any subject of focus, so we investigate, such as form and so forth, you realize nothing is exist. Then you enter into meditative stability. Then you're going into the meditation. What is meant here by meditative stability is not a burden in form or anything. So what means like thereby meditative stability meaning is it's not a burden in form or anything. So we cannot mind cannot stuck with our body. Our minds cannot stuck with object, subject. So that means like mind is stability. What means stability? Meditative stability is not a burden in this world, means like external object in the world or anywhere between this world, like between the object and the subject and the next. So your mind is like stuck something like subject or object, then you cannot meditate. Free from dualistic conceptual thoughts. So that is the meditating, stability meditating. In this worldly or anywhere between this world and the next, since there is no point of reference that can be identified as form or anything else, this is the meditative stability beyond reference point. This is why it's known as the meditative stability of sublime wisdom. So mind is like cannot be abide somewhere else. So your mind is abide like object or in the world, really world, or your body, or you know you're thinking about something in your mind, consciousness exist or something, whatever comes. If your mind is abide, then that is not meditate. Meditative stability is not abiding in this world or anywhere between this world, yeah, and the next. Since there's no point, no stuck any place of reference that can be identified as form or anything else. So then all these forms no exist. This is the meditative stability beyond reference point. This is why it is known as the meditative stability of Salam wisdom. So then that is the absolute truth, recognized realization. So that's all is a part of the intellectual meditation. So intellectual meditation is investigating, using logic. So you use logic, investigate, you cannot find anything exist. Then your mind is non-conceptual. You don't have duality, so you have to stay in the non-conceptual. Then that is going into this, the second category is known as resting meditation. So now we're going into the resting meditation, resting the mind. This resting meditation mind is Mahamudra. So Mahamudra, and here is the Vipassana, resting mind is no difference. Sometimes the use the word is a little bit different, but the main point essence is no difference. Mahamudra meditation that didn't have this intellectual part of that, intellectual meditation. Mahamudra, they don't use that. So Mahamudra means like more resting meditation. So now we're going into the resting meditation. Having thus truly examined the selflessness of a person and the selflessness of phenomena, until there is nothing else to look at. So no, you don't have to look anything. So you already know nothing is exist. One naturally enters a state beyond concept and beyond analysis. Then you already beyond concept and beyond analyze. You don't have to analyze. So we already analyze. Now what we have to do, when you analyze, you don't see anything exist. So you are into the non-conceptual. So now we have to stay in that non-conceptual. So we have to resting our minds in the non-conceptual. A state of oneness beyond expression, without any fabrication. So this meditation is without any fabrication. You don't have to create anything. Just look into your nature, be in that nature, just stay in that nature. No need to create anything. No forcing, no effort. So effortlessly, there you have to stay in the nature. First, of course, like we have the effort going into this nature state. When you get into the nature meditation state, you cannot forcing, you cannot put effort. Otherwise, you become distracted. You lose your meditation. It's like agitated. Thus, meditate in corrupts clarity, resting in the suchness nature itself. So that nature is empty. Empty is clarity. It's clarity. Emptiness is inseparable. So it is present, and you stay in that nature, resting in this suchness nature itself. So then you are meditated. It's so hard to get into that nature state because our mind is always conceptual. We have a strong habituate. So our mind always creates something fabrication. So actually, the meditation is so easy, very simple, but we create so complicated, create so difficulty. The reason is too simple. That's why we don't recognize. And same is like eye. Something is too close to your eye, you cannot see. If you have something going on here, you cannot see yourself. So like that, it's this subtle level is always be with us, always there. It's so subtle. That's the reason we cannot recognize, we don't see. Mind create always subject and object dualistic, and no habituation, like kind of stay in the nature. So that's the reason we meditate. Sometimes like we just meditate, or is help for this recognized nature. We release thoughts. Long as you have thoughts, you really cannot log into your mind. And then when you sit down and meditate, different kind, release thoughts, emotions, try to we are in the mind, be with the present. When you get in the present, you can get relaxed, peace, and then use that techniques, log into your mind. You can see your natural mind. When you see the natural mind, but you know how to meditate that. But sometimes like intellectually and kind of we see the natural mind, but we don't know how to stay in that nature. Mind is like always fabricated, I think the fabrication all the time, and dualistic, conceptual. So we always create like subject and object there. That's the reason we cannot stay in the without the subject, without object, be in the nature. Because mind is already used to that habituate, follow this conceptual fabrication. Yeah. Abiding in this state, remain in the continuity of mind without the distraction. Then you have to meditate. Meditation is like this resting meditation is abiding in this state. Which state? Non-conceptual. Remain in that continuity means like stay in that continuity of mind without distraction. Without distraction. So without distraction, can you stay or no? Very hard. Your mind is a monkey mind, crazy. We don't have a control our mind. So that's the reason we have to practice first. Shamatha. shamatha create like your mind become relaxed, stable, peace. Then you log into the nature and going into the resting, like, non-conceptual. Vipassana comes. Shamatha practice, result is vipassana into the natural state. So actually, shamatha, vipassana, you can use both like every day too, I cannot say exactly cause and result. Cause result is like, cause is already transformed result. So then that means you don't have to go back to shamatha meditation. So that's also sometimes a misunderstand. We have to meditate shamatha and then go into vipassana. And when you go into meditate vipassana, always first step practice shamatha and then slowly go into the vipassana. This intellectual part meditation is you don't have to use all the time. The analytical meditation is you don't have to use all the time. So like first you study, contemplate, you understanding 100% no doubt, non-conceptual. What means non-conceptual? What you recognize what is the reality, absolute truth. Then you don't have to use all the time analytical. So meditate shamatha and then go into the resting, non-conceptual vipassana. So analytical part is when you study, sometimes investigate, then you learn that is really good to release doubt, thoughts. You understand why we're doing this practice, meditating. So otherwise, like you just go directly into the non-conceptual meditate. You meditate, one day you lose effort. You don't know why I do this, You maybe one day you say, why I'm doing this? So that's the reason analytical is you have to go first. Also, meditate non-conceptual and go back to analytical study, also really helpful. So analytical meditation is like we have to use often and often. Like example, you read the books and the listening teachings. That's all is analytical. So you have to keep that. But then when you meditate, that time shamatha, and then go into vipassana, non-conceptual resting mind. So you don't have to go to like use analytical and then go to the resting mind. Not like that way. Analytical is you just, when you read the book, when you study, contemplating, or you debating with someone. Debate is like not emotional debating, okay, dharma debating. You with dharma debating with someone. So that's always a part of an intellectual, analytical meditation. So that's you can do often and often. But when you sit down, meditate, shamatha, go into vipassana, resting mind. When you are new to the meditation, so no, in this one, give you different levels. When you are new to the meditation means like you are really new to vipassana meditation in this resting mind. So what do you have to do? As you look nakedly at mind, you have to look your mind. Nakedly means no any thoughts, look into your mind. So this is like vipassana. Shamatha didn't say you look nakedly at mind. You never find this word in the shamatha teaching. Okay, so vipassana means look into nakedly your mind. So why you have to look? You already meditated shamatha, your mind is stable. So now you have to look to your mind. You have to see your natural mind. Then that natural mind is not dualistic, not deluded. It's empty, clear, present, there. So usually you're talking about the mind is a delusional mind, deluded. That deluded is not reality. So look to your reality mind. That is not exist. That's why mind is not exist, means reality, natural mind is not exist. Not seeing anything means not seeing, because not exist, really in nature. So you know seeing is seeing actually. That is you seeing. So that is called shamatha, vipassana. Vipassana means seeing. What you seeing? Your seeing is not seeing anything real. That is you seeing. That is vipassana meditation. So you think I have to see something object, then that is wrong. That is dualistic. Dualistic, then you I have to see the object, yeah? That is seeing. Then that is dualistic, subject and object. This is a non-drawer. Non-drawer is not seeing anything real in nature. So that is you seeing. That is called Lamtong. Tibetan means you seeing beyond this something. We already told you yesterday. Never see something you see. What do you see? Never see before. Not seeing anything there in nature. That is you seeing. Don't think about it. When you meditate, you have to see something. That is wrong, 100%. No, who think that no any basic understanding Dharma, no any education Dharma, who wanted to see something in the meditation. So not seeing anything there in nature, that is the nature, that is you seeing, that is your recognize. So that is no drawer. That is unborn. Okay? That is no dualistic. That is no drawer. You will have the experience of being in this state of entity-lessness. So then you see, no seeing that real nature, you will have the experience of being you. You have to stay in this entity-lessness. You have to stay in that non-seeing. Then you can get your own experience. You can see your own experience, recognize. In this state of entity-lessness, just let your awareness rest naturally in this state. So then your natural mind, or we can say natural mind, just let your awareness, who not seeing anything, your awareness seeing that, not seeing anything. Real is like your awareness recognize. So what recognize, you just be that nature, stay in that nature. Let your awareness rest naturally in this state. Then relax your awareness there. In this clarity of awareness. So then that is a clarity of awareness, where there is no object of meditation, no point of reference. Then no object of meditation, no point of reference, no subject, no object, no dualistic. Okay, so your mind is awareness seeing, actually nothing seeing. That awareness, nothing seeing, awareness itself is empty. Is awareness itself is clear. Awareness itself is no draw. So then that is the absolute truth, reality. With nothing to attach onto us unborn, nothing to suppress, and nothing to do, nothing to latch onto us, either empty or not empty. Just rest your mind. So this all is like instructions. When you into recognize into the natural mind, then you cannot really create anything where there's no object of meditation, no point of reference. Like that is a problem. People meditate. There's thing is like we need object of meditation something. Actually, there's no only object of meditation. No point of reference. We always think we have something point of reference, but actually no point of reference. With nothing to attach on to. No attached to anything. As I'm born, nothing to suppress and nothing to do, nothing to latch into us, either empty or not, just empty, just rest your mind. So that is the first meditator who into Vipassana have to use like this way to meditate. Just we talked. Once you have gotten a little more adopt at the practice, then you have become more used to in the meditation. Your mind also like get adopting like into non-conceptual. It's easy to accept that your mind can be in that nature. Once you have gotten a little more adopt at this practice, then what do you have to do? Whatever arises and whatever appears, you will only need to log directly into it. Then whatever appears to your mind, whatever you see in form, whatever appear to means like sometimes anger is arise, sometimes attachment is arise, sometimes the form is you can see arise. So whatever arises and whatever appears, see whatever arises like thoughts or emotions, whatever appear, whatever arises like sometimes thoughts arise, sometimes emotions arise. So that kind is arise from mind. And whatever appears, like you can see the beautiful object, you can see like, okay, your relatives, and you can see your enemies, you can see your hatred ones. So you can see like beautiful objects, everything. So what you have to do? You will only need to log directly into it. Just mind, see that, log into that, recognize no essence. Nothing exists. When you thoughts arise, no rejecting thoughts. So, okay, here, this is a Vipassana. Vipassana will never reject thoughts. No rejecting, no accepting. So, body, your mind also needed to be more relaxed. Shamatha, you need to more concentration, like tight up. Try to reject your thoughts, not arise your thoughts. Shamatha. Vipassana doesn't matter. Whatever, whatever. Let arise thoughts, let arise emotions. Don't try to stop. Just recognize thoughts arise. Log to means like thoughts arise. Log to thought. Thought also no exist. Thought appear to your mind. The thoughts you awareness see thoughts. The thoughts also no exist. It's empty. Liberate, called liberate thought. Emotion arise. Log to emotion. Then the emotion itself also no exist. The liberate emotion. Okay, so then same thing appear to form body. Like you can see the loved ones, no attached to that. Just seeing that seeing form is recognized, no exist. And liberate. Okay, so you seeing someone hatred ones, no create anger. Seeing hatred ones also realize is emptiness, no hatred to that. Realize is emptiness, no exist. Just go into nature mind state, meditate. Awareness, realize, and be in the natural state. Then that means you liberate thoughts, you liberate emotions, you liberate attachment, you liberate anger. So That is all this benefit meditation. It's power. So then you go into like usually post meditation. You don't have that level. In the meditation, like you can feel, you recognize, okay, I liberate thoughts, I can liberate emotion. But when you are in the post meditation, means like you go back to finish meditation, comes like in the reality, then you see, oh, this is my enemy, oh, this is my loved ones. Okay, so I have emotions, I have thoughts. You just follow the emotion, thoughts. That's the kind of we have. But then when you go back to and you can realize that, but then these two become fighting. So then you are really practitioner or not in the meditation. In the meditation, everyone okay. But practitioner or not, it's like have to log to your in the pause meditation. In the meditations become more strong and strong. Your practice is like become powerful, benefit you. In the you are in the pause meditation, then you are not hatred too much your enemies. You are not really fixation too much in your loved ones. You are not really stuck within the emotions. So then that is like your meditation in the meditation is like become going right direction, is like benefiting yourself. You don't recognize benefit yourself in the meditation. You recognize benefit in the post meditation. Okay, in the meditation, everyone is great. Go back to post meditation, then different. So in the meditation, if you go into the like non-conceptual, really you into that nature, then you go into the nature. Someone already like practitioners come into the nature. They are same nature. They don't have separate nature. They are always in the same nature state. But then go back to the post meditation. So who already has very strong meditation in the meditation, that person, this post meditation, everything is there. Same is a delusion that don't really stuck with in the worldly activity, post meditation. So beginner meditators go back to the post meditation. Then it's the same is regular, same is ordinary person. So when you come into the meditation, non-conceptual meditation, you can feel like you are meditator, you are practitioner, but go back to in the post meditation, it's ordinary person again. Because that means we don't have enough practice in the meditation. We have to put more effort in the meditation. So in this meditation, shamat vipassana, effortless. You cannot put so much effort there. When you into there, you need to relax. You relax your mind and the body, then relax your awareness. Awareness, watch yourself, recognize your own nature. Then recognize is like actually nothing recognized there, nothing to see, nothing exists. So then that is actually reality. That is absolute truth. So then you are being into that nature state. So if you can in that natural state, like you can feel experience easily. You can get your own experience beyond your thought, beyond your words. So that is all is come from our own experience, come from the meditation. Okay, so that's why it's like that nature is no one can show someone. You have to find yourself. You have to recognize your own awareness, have to recognize your own nature and meditate. So nothing to show there. No one can show you. I already told last month, like we have this Tara meditation. They have a court. Telopa say, I cannot show you anything. Nothing to show you. He hit shoes for Naropa's head, right? So that's the same meaning here is not seeing anything there in nature. Nothing can show you, nothing to see there. Then what do you have to, you will have the experience of being in this state of entity, lessness. So you can recognize your own nature. Because that nature is with you, you have to recognize your own nature. Someone cannot show you. The reason is not physical form, not exist there. Once you have gotten a little more adept at the practice, whatever arises, whatever appears, you will only need to look directly into it. You will need to put any special effort into resting your mind beyond this. So then that time you cannot use any thing like something for antidote. Example, when your anger arises, oh yeah, I have anger, I have to meditate, love and compassion. No need. So then that means like you already dualistic, deluded. You know, you are not non-conceptual resting mind. So you are already into the dualistic conceptual. So many people has that kind of problems. Like of course, like we are beginners. When we meditate, use fear or see anger. No, I have to do something. Apply to let go anger. So then you rejecting your anger, not accepting. You know, I say no rejecting. Yeah, no rejecting means you don't have to apply antidote or something. Just see and let go. Same is like when you drive the car on the road, another car is like coming your direction, so you go like this, right? You seeing that car, but you cannot stop that car. Don't stop that car, yeah. That is, we cannot do that. We cannot stop other cars all coming to my direction. Cannot stop that. But you have to see that your awareness. Car is coming, you see that. Otherwise, you're going to get hit there, accident. You know, you have to see, and then don't you see no rejecting that car is coming. No accepting means don't follow the other's car. Otherwise, you'll lose your direction. So if you follow the other car, then of course you lose your direction. You get accident. You get out of your road. Same thing. You accepting emotions, thoughts, then you lose your awareness. You lose your already in your natural state. Like non-conceptual is lost. Your direction is lost. So that's why no accepting, no rejection. This is the in this vipassana meditation. Shamatha is a beginner. We have to reject the thought. Okay. Otherwise, like thoughts take you away. So rejecting means, oh, I don't let arise thoughts, anything, emotions, still really strong and sharp mind, watching very carefully. You know, your awareness, watch yourself. And like awareness needed to sharper to watch yourself. So same is like when you drive the car and the like road is very dangerous, right? So you really single pointedly, you know, not get accident. Like that way, have to follow the shamatha. Vipassana is like in the hard way, very nice, like kind of a more, you know, it's like road is like perfect. So you need more relax. When you drive, you need relax and just keep going, right? Like that. Differences. Okay, so now we finish today the teaching morning section. If we talk more, then lost. They have like right amount to share. But actually, I a little bit too much talked. Sorry about that. You know, when share these teachings, they're always the right amount, then they get. If too much talk and lost, get confusion too. So you need the right amount. Thank you, everyone. So now I'm going to do the dedication, and you can chant with me. Then we come back to today, 7 o'clock. You can ask question, and also we can discussion, meditate together. So today we have to meditate selflessness of a person, selflessness of phenomena, and non-conceptual meditations. We already 3 different levels going on today. So now I'm going to chant the prayer, dedication. Marilyn, can you put, she's there or no? Oh, yeah. 마옹 산제 남완다예 다예스 조도 제정보다 용的선반的정도 남来산제 산센반민 고지고 내정 옴사라 바드 메바예 대와 진제 사회 현감들 나인的쳔부 줄마다 제와 진제 발마 주발 Terracine nande şarndong çoğunde gıdagı molan tabandi. Socu sanje sansen tanceci, kemen rabara since labdı so. Teya da ben zanre ya avam boden aye so. Ay sancho semchoy rimboyce macı bana çicoroce. Chỉ ba nhâm ba mê ba yang công nê công tân phê war yu. Su nam de ye tham je zi ba nye thom nem yin bê tra nam bang zê tê. Chỉ ga nan je ba loin chu ba ye. Si ben so len ro war yu. San chun yam para pa ve che taran chen pa tan ken de sang po te an te yen de. Te dai ken che ji se da lo jen ge wan de da tam je ra de mo. Shi zai ken ze ken chen chi che je dem de ren he lai wan toi di gong pa. Ren chen par je dem ba sin de bar. Thank you, everyone. See you all evening.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you in the evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When you're going to eat lunch, you look to yourself who is eating lunch.
Okay.
What lunch? What lunch?
Lunch doesn't exist either.
Yes.
Cozy.
There you go.
There you go.
What, the lights are up?
I set it up just to test the distance, but
Okay, well, see you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye
See you later.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Kempo. Thank you. Bye.